Aloha, everybody. This is Dave Wallace coming to you from Waihoa, Hawaii, and I'm sitting out here in my backyard. And for those of you who've been watching me, you recognize this lychee tree right behind me. And this is a nice, cool spot. And it's in the evening, and the sun is setting right below us, right behind us. Anyway, welcome to my talk story time. And today I'd like to share with you a specific incident that occurred with a client of mine. And this is a woman who had a very bad relationship with a man. And upon breaking up, and this person was pretty abusive to her, mentally, physically, and spiritually abusive. And so she came away from this relationship very, very damaged. And it's been close to 5 years since this relationship broke up. And she called me very frantic on the phone, very frantic, and wanting to find a solution to her problem. Her problem is that she felt that her former boyfriend and lover had cursed her. And so I started talking with her, and come to find out she had called me about 2 years ago. And I remember her call. And about 2 years ago, she called me with the same thing and same problem. And after listening to her for a couple minutes, and I started asking questions. You live in the North Shore? Yes, you do. Oh, you called me, and I discussed what you needed to do. And so we went through the process of, how to remove curses and to protect yourself against it, which includes grounding, purifying yourself, and making sure that any type of if you feel that you've been cursed by someone, you got to find out who this person is and why. You know, and if you can, try to get together with this person to resolve the issue. A lot of times, the issue someone threatens to curse you or have bad intentions directed towards you. They're doing it for a reason. There's no hidden reason or whatever, but they're doing it for a reason. So if you sit down and talk sorry with them to find out why, and um, hopefully you can work out your differences and resolve the issue. And so that's what my first counseling with her was, several years ago. Find out this who this man is. Why do you think this person is cursing you? And ask for forgiveness and try and make amends. And hopefully that will pass. Well, add 2 more years, and finally she calls me back, and nothing has changed. And so this time, as I talked to her, she sounded more convinced than ever that this man, her former lover, had definitely cursed her. And so I asked her, "Did you talk with this man? Did you talk with your boyfriend?" "No, I cannot talk with him. He gives me the creeps." And then how do you know he cursed you? "Oh, it's just a feeling." There's there's a difference between feeling something and knowing something. Do you know that? Yes, I do. And have you confirmed your suspicions? Have you sat down and talked with this man? I don't need to. Eventually, after discussing things with this woman, it seems that this woman is proud to be possessed, or being proud of being, haunted or cursed. She's taking it as she's kind of like wearing it as a mantle of pride. And I find out she's not only telling me, but she's called a lot of other people, expressing that somebody cursed her. And so after talking with this poor woman for about an hour, I finally says, "You know what? I talked with you 2 years ago, and it seems that you've been calling a lot of other people. That's the impression I have. And said, what are the other couples telling you? Well, they tell me the same thing he said to make amends. Ask forgiveness, bring closure. And so I asked the woman, "Have you asked for closure? Have you closed off this relationship?" No, she doesn't want to. Okay. So, in a nutshell, so if you have a person who thinks that she's being cursed by another individual, not willing to find out if this person really did curse her, not willing to ho'oponopono and make things right between the person, and she's convinced that this person uh, has cursed her, giving this person so much power over her. And as I explored more into it, my conclusion is that this person is cursing herself. It's a burden that she's creating, it's a burden that she's wearing and carrying the mantle. She's the one that's continuing this. Come to find out, the boyfriend has a relationship with someone else and enjoying his relationship, enjoying his life, and really don't care what this other person is doing. It's this woman that is kind of like holding on to this old relationship. I'm not too sure if she got accustomed to being abused and, uh, you know, the just accustomed to the type of treatment she was receiving from this man. There must have been something about this man that she wanted to latch on to and keep hold to and refusing to give up. So basically, this poor woman is cursing herself. And there's nothing. And I told her, there's nothing I can do for you because you're doing this all to yourself. And when you're ready to give up this idea of being cursed by someone who probably has no intention or no clue that you think he cursed you, okay, you're the one that's giving the power, and it's not coming from anyone else. So when you have a person that's convinced for whatever reason they have, it's very difficult to change their mind about the situation, to have them back up and take a look at the situation from a more objective perspective. So even me sitting and talking with her for, actually, it was more than 2 hours trying to convince her that, hey, you, you want to get rid of this Carson stuff. Stop empowering this. Stop feeding it. The more you feed fear into it, the worse it will get, and the more ingrained it gets to you. And so, my suggestion, folks, again, is if you do feel like someone is sending you bad vibes, hey, go talk to the person. Find out, bruh, is there pilikia? Is there trouble going on between you and me? Because if I offended you in any way, I'm really sorry. It was not my intent. And if there is a problem, let's resolve. Let's resolve this issue so that we can live in peace. Yeah. And I don't like be writing when I see you in town or any place. I don't want to be running and hiding for cover. So let's take care of this. And that's a civil way of doing it rather than thinking someone has placed a curse and you don't want to address it and you don't want to resolve the issue. It all comes down to, folks, it all comes down to relationships and maintaining good relationships with other people. And if you do have a problem, try and resolve it. Okay? Anyway, this is my talk story time for Monday, and hopefully this provides guidance to some of you who may be feeling, maybe harboring some ill feelings towards another person. Um, I really do believe that, um, when we think badly or wish bad things on other people, some of us have the ability to make this actually occur. So in my family, we were always cautioned to watch out on the things that we say because words carry mana, and especially if we intend it. Okay, so be careful out there. And again, if you folks have any questions, give me a call. Okay, I'm Kaho Dave. You can find me on Facebook. Okay, and until next time. I will be posting Powerball soon. The Powerball numbers are going up and the jackpots are going up. So I will be posting pretty soon, probably in about 2 weeks. Okay? So until then, this is Dave Wallace from Wahiawa, Hawaii, saying aloha.